Good morning. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development's interactive live workshop on goal setting for success. My name is Carly Baird. I'm a career consultant with Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development, and we are very happy that you have joined us this morning. Please like our page if you haven't yet done so, and share it with your friends. Share it with anyone that you think would get value out of a little bit of support in work in developing their career, whether it's looking for a job, whether it's tweaking your resume, goal setting like we're going to talk about today, communication, conflict resolution, anything to help you get a job, get your next best job, or change careers and be successful in your current job. That's what we're here for at Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. So thank you so much for joining us. Please like our pages and let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about goal setting for success. Goal setting for success. So let me go ahead and get this started, and we will give you some good information today about how to set goals for success. All right, very nice. So we're going to talk about goal setting and SMART goals today in order to help you be successful in anything, any area of your life. Goal setting is incredibly important. Goal setting allows you to have a map to where you're going. If you were to go on a road trip, for instance, you're probably not going to leave without having a map or some sort of step-by-step directions on how to go, or at the very least, your phone to tell you how to get there. And so that's why we want to talk about goal setting, and that's why goal setting is so important. Why is goal setting important? Just like I said, it's important to have a map of where you're going. It's important to know where you're going in order to get there successfully. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, according to Benjamin Franklin. And of course, Albert Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So again, this is some of the reason why goal setting is so important. What we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about, again, why goal setting is important. We're going to talk about how to set goals, how to set SMART goals, what each element of SMART stands for, and how to do that in your own life, and then how to set action steps. And I'll give you a little template for how to set your goals. So we're going to talk today about SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. And we're going to talk about each one of these elements and why these are important and give you some examples. We're also going to give you some questions to ask yourself because a wise person once said that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions you ask yourself. And so we are going to give you some good questions to ask yourself while you are setting your goals and while you are on the path to achieving your goals. So let's start with specific. S stands for specific. What will your accomplishment be? Let's get specific about it. Let me hear about a tangible result. If you want to lose weight, saying I'm going to lose weight, how do I know if I've gotten there? How do I know what I'm actually going for? How do I know what steps to take in order to get there if I'm not being specific about it? I could say I'm going to lose 10 pounds. That gives me a specific, tangible, measurable deadline or goal, if you will. So I know if I've gotten there or not. So specific. Some other questions that you can ask yourself is, why do you want to accomplish this? This is a very important question. Why do you want to accomplish this? This is something that I suggest that you ask and answer for every goal that you set for yourself, because when you have a powerful why, you can overcome any circumstance. If you are clear on why you're accomplishing the goal and you're connected to that why you are accomplishing that goal, then when you come up against circumstances, which we know happen, we know that circumstances will happen. You'll have some challenges, you'll have some difficulty perhaps, and when you come up against that circumstance, you're clear on why you want to get there, and so you have a little bit more motivation behind you to motivate you and propel you through that circumstance and through that challenge. What are the requirements to accomplish this goal? This kind of speaks to action steps, and we're going to talk more about that at the end as well. Action steps. What are the specific requirements in order to accomplish this? What are your specific action steps beneath that goal? And what barriers will you work through to accomplish this? This is kind of, asking a little bit about some foresight, giving yourself some foresight and some planning around what might be my challenges so that I can plan for them ahead of time. So again, specific is getting specific. Just like it says, getting detailed in exactly what I want to accomplish. M stands for measurable. Measurable is related to a number, is related to something that you can measure, something that's tangible, something that has a finite, a start, beginning, end, something that you, again, know if you've gotten there or not. So if I say I'm going to lose 10 pounds, 10 pounds is my measure, right? So I know if I've gotten there or not. If I lose 6 pounds, then I know I didn't get there. If I lose 12 pounds, I know I've gotten there because I've exceeded my measurable goal. Another thing, some questions that you can ask yourself in regarding to this are, what milestones will I reach while working to accomplish this goal? What milestones might I reach when I'm working towards this goal? And this gives me this allows me to chunk my goals out, right? If I set some measurable milestones along the way, if I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 months, then let me chalk it out. Let me say, okay, cool. In the first week, I'm going to do this. In the second week, I'm going to do this. In the fourth week, then I know if I'm on my path, if I am on track to accomplish my goals. And then how will I know when the goal is accomplished? Really, that's the most important thing about having a measurable goal, is that you know if you've accomplished it or not. A stands for achievable. Let's make this a realistic goal. Is this goal realistic? It's a great question. Why set a realistic goal? Because you want to set yourself up to win. It doesn't feel great to set goals and not reach them time after time after time after time. You have to have a lot of resilience, a lot of self-motivation, a lot of persistence if you're going to set a goal, not reach it, and continue to set goals and not reach it, and set goals and not reach it. So that's why we talk about having an achievable or realistic goal. Now, don't get me wrong. I am all for setting big goals, big, scary, courageous goals. Setting big goals is important. It allows you to stretch outside your comfort zone, and it gives you something big to shoot for, something really serious. If you're setting big goals, but let's make them realistic big goals, because again, it doesn't feel great, and it's not very motivating to set a goal and not reach it time and time again. Also, you can ask yourself, how will this goal be accomplished? This speaks to my action steps that I'm going to talk a little bit about here shortly. We want to not only have a big goal, but we want to have smaller detailed goals under each goal, so that I know what steps I need to take. Because losing 10 pounds might look like a big, scary, unrealistic goal if I don't break it out into, detailed steps, like researching diet plans, researching workouts, committing to a workout, talking about, getting accountability, something like that. So these are good things to keep in mind. So A is for achievable, R is for relevant. Why is this goal meaningful to you, and does it align with your long-term goals? If my goal is to lose 10 pounds, I might not, one of my actions, let's see, this is a more difficult example, but let's say that I want to become an architect. If I want to become an architect, okay? If that's my long-term goal, then I'm probably not going to go to school for dental hygiene, for instance. So that would be a goal that's not relevant to my long-term goal. So you want to make sure that your goals are relevant and that they align with your long-term goals, with your skills, with your abilities, with your interests. Set goals that align with things that matter to you. Of course, we sometimes get to set goals that we don't, things that maybe we're taking care of our health and we're not interested in taking care of our health or something like that. But try to set goals that are of interest to you, that are relevant to your long-term goal and vision for your life. Also, you can ask yourself, do you have the necessary resources to achieve this goal? And what are those resources? Again, this is giving yourself some more foresight, some more ability to set up the long-term goal, and set up what you might need to get there. And how will this goal support you in accomplishing your long-term goals and visions? This is the importance of setting a goal that matters to you, that is aligned with your long-term goals and vision for your life. And then finally, T stands for time bound or timely. And so how long will it take to accomplish this goal? Again, this gives me some specific measurable parameters around my goal, so that I know if I've gotten there or not. If I say I'm going to lose 10 pounds by June 30th, then I know if I have gotten there or not when June 30th comes. And it gives me a time frame. It gives me some specific, it gives me the edges to my map, if you will. When will you accomplish this action? And of course, all of these measures apply to our action steps. We're going to talk about here shortly as well. When will you accomplish the action steps to take and meet this goal? So here's a little template that I have for you guys, is kind of a format that you can follow in order to set your goals. So, you might have goals in all different areas of your life. And this is something that I highly recommend is setting goals in all areas of your life. Break out the important areas of your life: finance, health, career, community service, family, friends, romantic relationship. All of these things, break out a goal in each of these areas. And then so you'll have the goal, and then you'll have why do you want to reach this goal? Because again, we talked about having a powerful why supports you in overcoming any circumstance. And so being clear on why I'm accomplishing this goal and why this matters to me. Because when I'm up against it and I do not want to get up to work out, I can say, why is this goal important to me? Well, I want to be healthy for my family. I want to be around for my family. Or I care about being able to run this distance or whatever. Think about why you want to reach this goal and why it's important to you. So this is what I suggest your goal. Again, attending to the SMART elements. Make sure that your goal has all the SMART elements: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And then why I want to accomplish this goal. And then, some action steps. Maybe you'll have 4 action steps. Like with losing weight, for instance, you might be researching diets. You might be researching workout plans. You might get some accountability. Find someone who can be your accountability buddy and someone that you can check in with on a weekly basis and see where you're at in your goal setting. These are all elements that we kind of forget about. We just think about, okay, I'm losing weight. No, what else? What other action steps will support me to get there? So think about your action steps, and with each action step, also include those SMART elements: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So here is a little method to reach your goals, to set goals, powerful goals, to set yourself up for success. So that is the presentation that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. If you have any questions, we've got, I should have mentioned this earlier. If you have any questions, we do have a wonderful moderator on the line that will be able to answer any of your questions. And if you want a little more assistance, if you want a little more one-on-one attention, please send us an email. Our contact information is in the information section. Send us an email, give us a call. There's also a contact form, a link to a contact form in the comments that you can directly get connected with a career consultant, and we can help you with wherever you are in your career search journey, in your job search journey, in your career development journey. We are here to help you. Thank you so much for joining us with Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development, and we will talk with you soon.